We need to increase our renewable energy generation to meet our net zero targets and to make energy more affordable. Solar energy is a really important part of the renewable makeup, but at the moment that is completely dominated by silicon photovoltaics, which makes up over 90% of the market. One of the issues with silicon is that it's really reached its maximum efficiency that it can produce, and so we need new technologies to try and overcome these challenges. I'm working in a field called perovskite solar cells. One of the big advantages of perovskite compared to silicon is that it's much cheaper to produce, and this is because you can make it into a chemical solution rather than silicon, which has to be melted at really high temperatures. One of the disadvantages of being produced from the solution is that there can be a high level of defects in the material. And so this means particularly when you start to scale it up, those defects start to lower the efficiency quite quickly, so it's harder to achieve the efficiencies over large areas which you would need to commercialize the technology. We use a process that's based on producing an aerosol of the solvents that you use to produce the perovskites. And then using a very controlled reactor, we pass the aerosol over the surface of the perovskite material. And what that does is it starts to allow the crystals of the material to reform. And as they're reforming, you lose and remove a lot of those defects. And that means that at those larger areas, the solar cells are both more efficient and more stable. We're working with a number of companies to test out our technology in the solar cells that they're producing and developing for commercial applications, and we've had really promising results. For example, we're working with a company who are developing flexible versions of the perovskite solar cells. So these can be printed at really low cost onto sheets of plastic, and then these are really flexible and lightweight, and so these could potentially be used to put on top of electric vehicles to extend their range, or even onto the side of buildings. And this perovskite technology could really open up many new opportunities and also make solar power generation more efficient.